Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Go ahead in. Hey, me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you. What do you think?
First down, Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On first and 10, Forbes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on third down, Forbes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
To throw is Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott now. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Forbes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Forbes. Shedding through the defense and avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Under 10.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Down. 10 Lobo. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Now.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw on 2nd down. Forbes going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Rebutt. Now! Back. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Undercrush.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Always a lot of great storylines when the Giants and Cowboys get together. And, of course, one everybody was buzzing about, the great young running back, Zeke and Saquon, who finished 1-2 in the NFL in rushing last year. And down on the field before the game, you see those guys talking. You realize how big they are. Zeke at 228 pounds, Saquon 233 pounds. A bright future in the backfield for both of these franchises.
46-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, check right, check right. Watching your guard. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Hey, echo. 155. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Let's go, dude.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
I know you
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, orbit. 55, 955.
Looking to throw on second down. Forbes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On third down, Barkley. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Forbes. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one caught by Allison. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And Tate's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. The 40, 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 44-yard line.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go out. Fight.
Off the play fake. Forbes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of, they've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Rush in. Rush in. Hard.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch it. Shoot. Look at me. Go.
This is Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on first down, Forbes. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Forbes. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide angle. 52 right here. 52. Here we go.
Prescott to throw it. That one complete to Elliott. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To the air again. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created a
rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty...
And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Draw play, Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Slam. Safe. Watch safety quick.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they will take a knee here.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready.
The 27-yard line.
Drop deep. Now.
And they take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.